everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Disco Elysium number 25. That's a lot. It's plenty.
That's a lot of disco.
Plenty of discos to Elysium. Yeah, we're gonna... I don't know. I've already had my, like, quote-unquote parting words. It's not gonna be the end this week, like I would think. I don't think it feels that way yet. Plus, Cap told me that something that I thought I missed, I might have not actually missed, so... shrug. Plus, I don't know. I still have those, like, books to read, which I haven't, and that'll take a while for sure. There's a bunch of stuff for me to still cover other than the main plot. It's just like smaller things than proper side quests, right? And maybe besides the one thing that Cap just told me about, which I can just mention. It's the get yourself organized task. I thought that was limited to the one night that they told us to do to like find the place at 21 on the clock. I thought I missed it. Apparently it happens every night, so I guess that's still something up in the air. And I really don't know how much the main plot will go. So I don't know. I'll give it maybe like 1 or 2 more weeks, maybe 3. Like at most 3 probably. Reading on the craft stream, couldn't believe it. Hey, what is that supposed to mean? Are we being genuine or sarcastic? Hello, Jakul. Hello, Izen. And Cap in chat as well.
I mean...
Yeah.
This whole game is basically just reading.
I'm listening, mainly. Oh no, yeah. I'm following the words with my eyes. I feel like if I were to just listen, I would like understand way less, because playing Half-Life 2 and then trying to actually discuss what was said later made me realize, wow, I am not able to fully focus on actual spoken dialogue like at all. I am super used to being able to just press continue on my own, because I did end up having that talk with Harley about teleportation mechanics within the universe of Half-Life and like the difference between the resistance teleporters and the combine teleporters. We ended up talking about that more after all yesterday, and I realized, wow, I just did not take in much that was said about those. I was just not able to focus enough. So yeah, I guess spoken dialogue in video games, not my thing. Not yet, at least. I'm not used to it. I'm glad that Disco Elysium lets you click continue after a line. These discos are really Elysiuming the way it's the final, the final cut. Oh no. It's like the one greeting I constantly think of. Hello, gamer. Yeah. Hello, gamers. Hello, gamer. Cap also says hello, gamer.
Hello, gamer.
Hello, gamer. You know what's funnier than 24? 25. Yeah. Yeah, isn't. I'm /s'ing all over the place. I see. You could condition by Homestuck to just equal sign more than. Yeah. Though, I mean, it's just a regular, text-based game thing. Well, with dialogue that's text-based. Text-based. Okay. Not much more to say other than, yeah, I'd give it a couple more weeks. Maybe like 3 at most weeks in total. Other than that, we are starting video game. Videos game. I never finished watching the show, but whenever I say videos game, I always remember that KO from his show OK KO said it like that. Okay. My voice feels a little strained. I don't know if it's like audible.
I don't know. You sound fine to me.
Okay. Disco Elysium 2019 to 2026. Sure. Little paint blot going in a circle. The text is very based for sure. Yeah. Oh, it's one of those days when it's taking a while.
Alas.
Been watching a lot of my friends play Tomodachi Life Living the Dream recently. There's like 4 different versions of me on their separate islands that look completely different. It's fun to see
Hilarious.
the differences. How people design them. Okay, wanted to say a random thing while reloaded. There we go. Continue. That game is really silly, but once you see enough of it, you feel like the conversations just constantly repeat, just with new topics. Which again, like the customizability is really good in that game. It's just like the framework could use a bit more presets. Bleh.
I have started watching Twin Peaks recently, so
Oh!
I'm sure somebody in chat is going to be excited about that.
What's your impression of it right now?
Very interesting and weird. It's kind of my first foray into David Lynch stuff, so.
Okay. So it's actually almost 21. The meeting happens at like 21.
22.
22.
Happens at 22.
Okay, 22. With 3 skill points. That's also another thing. In the week that we didn't have Disco, a thought occurred to me that it kind of sometimes feels like we didn't quite get like one of the skills to be like super high so that it constantly talks to us, because sometimes I got that impression from how people describe the game that once you get one high enough it would just like constantly talk, but I don't know if we ever, if any of them are like that for us.
Yeah, they're kind of evenly distributed for you, except for Logic, who is
Logic
high right now.
Logic is insanely high right now because of my clothing, because I was talking to to Titus, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, the game is laggy a little. Why? Hold on. Let me check Task Manager. Text base game something Earthbound inspired RPGs about depression. Yeah. You didn't say about depression, but I know you meant it. Oh hell yeah. Oh god, this just autoplayed corrupt jumpscare. I'm on your autoplay? That's awesome. Hi Lazarusian Gate. Oh dear, mountains and cogs. What does that mean? I was watching the I like pizza and honey mustard meme before that. What? I don't know what meme that is. Am I old now? Have I reached old status?
I also don't know what they're talking about.
I know 6'7" and that's enough. That's the most memes I need to know. And task manager itself is also loading really slowly. That's not good. Let's see. Just close this, close this, close this.
Shoot! Shoot! Shoot!
Are you showing a? Are you showing a stray animal away?
No, I'm sneezing.
That was sneezing? I thought that sounded like saying the word.
That's how I sneeze.
That's awesome. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm sorry. Is that weird to say? But the fact that you sneeze like you're audibly saying the word is quite cool. I like it. Okay, freaking Microsoft Edge. You can frick off. This too. Oh, I told you to frick off and you multiplied? What is this?
What is happening over there?
I don't know. Yeah, other than that, I guess there isn't anything else I can close. Wait, hold on, is that chat? Yeah. The chat widget just froze. Okay, weird. It's a damn good meme, okay. In the streets I have honey mustard, what? Mitosis. Okay. Let's go back. Okay, right, so we have find Ruby in the, most likely in the building next to the drunk people. Determine where the shot came from. Okay. This in a bit. Locate a working firearm. Find smokes and smoke them. Okay. I guess while we wait for 22. Oh yeah, we talked with him.
You should play the board game.
Yo, that's true actually. Is there a specific place where we need to do? Actually, well,
no, you can do it anywhere.
Okay, let's see. Actually, I do have a place in mind. Not here. Go up. We are now encased in ice. In ice, everybody start lecking. We can still save chat. I was thinking of the video where there is like a like a plush of Luigi frozen in. Oh, there we go. This is nice. We can play the board game here. Okay. Oh right. At the end of last stream, we found out that for some reason the stuff that we bought just disappeared? Question mark. We have to go get it again, I guess. You remember that? It's weird, right? Because I had like two books that I bought and a board game, and like, it's just not there anymore.
Yeah. Well, you have plenty of money, so go buy it.
Sure. Okay, board game.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous.
Wonderful choice. Right?
Yeah. Besides that, we had medical applications of the pale. We already did this. We have this dialogue 3 times already now.
Maybe you didn't save
This
over it?
bookstore is not strictly
Maybe you
about
reloaded or something?
Well, I hope
It might be the case.
shelves full of biographies of famous people.
a true
Okay, and we did get that as well, if I remember correctly.
The display rack is brimming with
And this is just
paperbacks.
Hyendo Man books, which I'm not as interested in. Though we might get those still. Okay. Save here. Northern Lion voice. I've been seeing so many clips of him lately, and it's like, I do not comprehend anything that man says. When is he being genuine? When is he being sarcastic? When is he doing something for the bit? I do not understand. Okay, there we go. Board game suzerainty. Civilization building board game where you get to choose a nation to set off and colonize and exploit other cultures. A star-shaped note on the box proclaims the game now includes a completely new genocide option. How family friendly.
In your hands, you hold a brand new copy of the game, Suzerainty. It's snugly wrapped in a skin of plastic. The cover features a charming illustration depicting a mass of grinning laborers loading goods onto a ship, while a richly dressed administrator oversees their work.
Shake the box.
The box has a nice heft to it. You hear the rattle of individual wooden tokens and feel their weight shifting back and forth. What treasures wait in store for you? Even before you open it, you can tell that this will be a meaty game of grand strategy and complex player interactions.
Remove the plastic wrap.
The plastic wrap rips off as easily as a bodice in a tawdry historical romance.
Okay, open the box.
There's a hiss as the lid slides off.
Ooh.
Inside, you find a thick, full-color rulebook and more than a dozen pouches of various wooden components.
That hiss when you open a good game box, oh, that's always so good.
Savor that new board game smell.
Oh
A
yeah!
mix of wood, paper, and ink, all wrapped in the sweet must of cardboard.
Wait, I just realized something. Yeah, the resolution of the game changed since last time on its own. What? There is a black bar here now. Ooh, that's okay. Sure. Read the rulebook, examine the components. Hey Kim, wanna play? Yeah, read the rulebook.
Welcome to Suzerainty, a game of economic strategy for the whole family. The rulebook is sumptuously illustrated and thick as a Gradian novel.
Economic strategy, more like rapacious plunder and exploitation.
The colorful illustrations depict cheerful workers picking apricots, hauling marble sculptures out of crumbling temples, and harvesting a strange magenta-leafed plant. Everyone is smiling. You begin to suspect there may be a political agenda to this so-called family game. Only one way to find out.
Keep reading.
The instructions are opaque at first and introduce many concepts you're not familiar with. Fortunately, there are many diagrams and examples throughout.
Actually, I maybe should have changed around my stats. I mean, logic will probably be good for a board game, but yeah, it's okay.
You soon figure out the basic conceit. Each player represents an administrator for the suzerain of Revachol.
Oh.
Your objective is to increase the suzerain's wealth and renown by accumulating victory points.
It is based on Revachol. How do you accumulate victory points? For the suzerain, what about my wealth and renown? Oh, Harry can't put himself in the shoes of a player character. How do you accumulate victory points?
That's where the suzerain's vassals come in. The game features 4 vassal nations, each one home to an economically important resource. Each turn, the player collects resources from vassals where they've placed workers. They may then rearrange their workers, fulfill contracts for coin and bonuses, or build structures back in Revachol. As you leaf through the pages, your eye catches on a sidebar labeled Advice for Beginners.
Read the advice. Ignore it. Just tell me how the winner is determined. Okay, read the advice.
Remember, there are many paths to victory in Suzerainty, but successful players will find one strategy and commit to it wholeheartedly.
Really? How is the winner determined?
The actual scoring system appears infinitely complex, with a series of tables and appendices required to compute each player's final victory point total. You skip that part for now.
I feel like this kind of game always is the best when you have many paths and you are encouraged to take a different one each time, so you have the most fun and most variety, right? Like, examine the components.
You open up a number of pouches containing wooden tokens. There are also several punch boards with other cardboard components that will need to be punched out before you can play.
Ha! Punch out the cardboard pieces one by one.
Each cardboard token makes a satisfying chick as you pop it out. Soon, a neat pile of cardboard coins and counters has accumulated before you.
What? You're not going to offer to let me punch any of them out?
Aww. I would have liked to. Check out the wooden tokens.
In addition to the worker and building tokens used by each player, there are also several piles of colorful resource tokens, each representing one of the game's 4 principal resources. From the Empire of Sephre, orange apricot tokens. From Ilmarat, the ancestral name of Ilmara, grey marble block tokens. From the Seminine Islands, white sacks of sugar tokens. And from Supramuindi and Sarah Maritza, magenta tokens for unprocessed cocaine leaves.
What?
Oh, those are nice.
The lieutenant picks up a sugar token and admires it. Alright then. Does cocaine even come from a specific plant? I wouldn't even know. I don't even know that. Put the components away.
You hold the open game box before you.
Hey, Kim, wanna play?
The lieutenant looks over the rulebook before he sees something that makes his eyes go wide.
Uh-huh.
Holy shit. The average playing time for this game is 1 to 6 hours.
Oh. Yeah, we don't have time for that.
I'm not sure we can afford to set aside that kind of time for a game.
Oh. What are you saying, sorry?
Maybe later.
Yeah? Suggestion challenging 12. Convince Kim to play with you. +1 intriguing components. Yeah, okay, 6 hours, huh? That's a lot. Okay. In that case, if we aren't going after Ruby immediately and we are to wait for 22, because I do have an, because I didn't even think about checking the room with the Krasmazov, not statuette, the freaking bust. So I guess we're gonna be able to go there and see. Let's just read one of these books in front of Kim. Sure. Medicinal purposes of the Pale. A small green book giving off a peculiar, foreboding impression, although it's hard to figure out why. It describes the various ways of healing the debilitating ailments through the use of Pale, some of which sound implausible at best. Yeah, kind of feels like very, very rough exposure therapy. Wait. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just looked at the chat. I thought the messages disappeared, but no, I was just looking at the OBS preview instead of the YouTube live one, the YouTube Studio one. Truly baffling human being, NL. The UI is back where it should be, I guess. Hold on, let me actually, hold on. If I grab this.
Unfortunate about chat.
Huh?
Unfortunate about chat.
Yo. Okay. I just realized chat is also like a little offset. There we go. Okay. Politics in my videos, Jane? Preposterous. Communism and Marxism in my videos game? The game of life in the game of life in the game of... Oh, sure. The coca plant? I'm pretty sure. I've not heard about that. 6 hours of playtime? How about a few years plus birthing a new universe? Sure. Sure, Lazarus. I was gonna say from up top, zoomed out, and without my glasses, it looked like Harry had the biggest bald spot. Yeah, it's a hat. It's a hat that gives you logic. Oh man, I forgot how Harry looked without a hat. Then where is it now? Where'd I lose it? Here it is. Okay.
Medicinal purposes of the Pale. The cover of this heavy tome features a number of esoteric symbols.
Esoteric symbols. Open the book.
Flipping through the book, you find a number of sections on the general benefits of the pill. A large pharmacopoeia makes up nearly half of the book.
What's a pharmacopoeia?
You come across the following explanation. While modern pharmacopoeia are continually updated by so-called experts based on the results of clinical trials, readers will find assembled here the timeless wisdom relied upon by generations of traditional Seolite medicine practitioners, Mesk mystics, and Ilmaran folk doctors.
Okay.
Finally, something to calm the angry spirits that have been plaguing you. It seems to contain descriptions of the medicinal properties of various ingredients that may be gathered from the pill.
From the pill?
As well as instructions for producing a variety of herbal remedies.
I thought it was gonna be like extreme, like, I don't know, mind-numbing exposure therapy. I thought that's what this was gonna be. Is there anything in there about restoring lost memories? I just want something that will just soothe the relentless torment of my existence. Anything about curing an apocalyptic hangover? Memories, sure.
There are a number of Seolite tonics that promise to improve your short-term memory, but nothing that speaks to your condition.
Soothe the relentless torment of my existence.
What you're describing is booze. You don't need any herbs for that.
Sure. I'm sure the book just said that to me. Anything about curing an apocalyptic hangover?
There's nothing in here that speaks to hangovers directly. However, while browsing through the various descriptions, you become convinced that you could assemble something from the ingredients listed here. Want to give it a shot?
Does that have anything to do with the pail, though? Rub hands together. All right, book, let's see what you got.
First, you need to choose a base ingredient.
Ginger root, a sprig of fresh mint, common meadow rue. I like mint.
Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate vehicle.
Mix it with a dram of whiskey, boil it with a tea made from birchbark, mash it into a paste with some aloe vera extract. Tea made from birch bark.
Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add?
A pomegranate seed, spoonful of sugar, some wild ginseng root. Haven't eaten pomegranates ever, but I'm pretty curious about how they taste.
The combination of mint and birch bark make this tea relaxing and good for the digestion. It won't do much for your hangover though. Would you like to try again?
Sure.
Very well.
Mint.
Next, you'll need to...
Tea,
lastly, is there anything else?
ginseng root.
The combination of mint and birch bark make this tea relaxing.
Okay,
Would you like
so
to try again? Very well.
It's the first two ingredients there. So ginger root.
Next, you'll need to combine. Lastly,
bark.
is there anything else? The ginger root will help with the nausea, and the birch bark tea will help you flush out the toxins. The ginseng should give you more energy as a nice bonus.
It's great. So where can I get all this stuff?
From the Pearl, of course. Or perhaps from some enterprising entrepreneur, where you would find one of those, though. The book does not say.
What do you mean from the pale? Do these plants not grow like in places not touched by it? Also, I would have thought that it would be like really hard to like get anything out of there, considering everything that we've been told about it.
Very well. First, choose.
Ginger
Next,
root,
you'll need
whiskey,
to lastly, is
sugar.
you've created a delicious tincture of whiskey and ginger. According to the pharmacopoeia, it should increase your energy and focus, though, in your experience, it's only done the opposite. Would you like to try again? Very well.
It's
Next,
22 o'clock
you'll need to
already.
Lastly,
Oh, frick.
is there anything you've
I
created?
did not
Would you
realize
like
that
to-
this was
you
taking this
close
long.
the-
Of course
Frick!
it was.
Oh my god, no!
Why did you do this?
I don't know, I didn't realize that each time I did it, time passed that drastically.
Time always passes when you do the things.
Yeah,
You're
but-
reading a book. You were doing the same thing over and over again.
I'm sorry, oh my god, hold on, okay. Hope
Well, you can go try find it, but I don't know.
I thought that it would be like, if it was a repeat of a thing I already did, then it wouldn't take cost time.
I don't know why you said that.
I'm so sorry. I don't know. Video game. Videos game. It's still 59 o'clock. No, it's 59 past 22. Sorry. Let's search around in here. Oh. Door open? Door open.
If you don't find it, I can just tell you where it is.
A plaster car, honestly, he does kind of look like you after all.
Hold on. Okay. Let me quick save. Just so I don't lose this, the time that is on right now.
A
Maybe it
plaster
like
car,
detects if you
honestly.
salute it.
Whoever lives here definitely shares your enthusiasm.
Hiller leans closer to inspect the photos of revolutionaries on the wall, and the time just changed.
There aren't many communists around. Not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going, it seems.
Okay. Reading takes time. Shocked face. Yeah, but like I thought that if I'm doing the same thing, listen, lesson learned. But I thought that if I was doing the same thing over and over, then it would only like cost time once. I just thought that. Okay, maybe I have to get more perception on myself. I mean, I already have a lot, but... Actually, wait, do I have... No, okay. This plus perception. That's minus. Fire hat, yeah. It's a very good hat. Oh man, it's so dark at this time. Man, I feel so silly. We have no need to go in there.
Yeah.
And clearly nothing to interact with over here.
Try the other balcony, maybe.
I mean, that is where Cindy is, which would be something, I guess. We talk with her now.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural? Can't you? I
Right.
haven't really. Yeah?
Oh wait, I didn't.
I'm not sure why you went to this.
I don't know. Sorry, my bad. Okay, let me just so I didn't waste the time. Okay, I'm gonna go to the balcony, back to the balcony. I don't know. Nah. I'm not thinking right.
Down.
War? What'd you say?
I said slow down.
Okay.
As you approach the metal grill, you can hear several voices
Oh!
having what
I'm-
appears to be
dude.
an animated discussion.
I'm so stupid.
This must be it. Beyond this door lies the beating heart of radical communism in Martinez.
Okay. I just want to say, and I mentioned this, the reason why Cap told me that I can still do this is because we very briefly talked about it before stream, and I just want to say, I will, part of the reason why I didn't search that thoroughly the first time we got the notification that this was happening was because I was being a little avoidant of it, because I was scared that, oh, I would just feel super not qualified to speak on anything happening, right? And this will happen. Be prepared for me to not be, at all like I'd be very scared of everything that's being talked about because I feel like I need to say the correct thing or the informed thing when I don't know much. So be prepared for that, I guess. I don't even know if I'm saying it so like cleanly, but yeah, I hope you get what I mean.
Somehow, the night air softens the smell of trash and sea brine. As the breeze pulls through the canvas like a shuttle through a loom, you catch a hint of something unexpected. Something earthy, warm, and burnt.
I will be judging you. Oh, sorry. Excuse me, Max, the theory reader.
The acrid smell of failure.
The acrid smell of failure,
No, that's just slightly burnt coffee.
Okay.
A smell you would recognize anywhere.
Just look at these pigs sniffing about after hours.
Ah, there she is. There she actually talks about it, us being here. Hey, it's past curfew. Go to bed, Cindy. Why didn't you say the secret door was right behind you?
Must have slipped my mind. You know how it goes.
That's kind of the reason why I also didn't check the balcony or didn't even think about it initially, because it like Cindy is literally right here. And it's supposed to be a secret, so I thought it would be like underground or something.
The metal grill is cool to the touch. You notice the lieutenant is looking uncustomarily anxious.
So am I.
His posture is rigid. His right hand hovers near the zipper of his jacket. He wants so badly to draw his armistice, but he also doesn't want to draw it.
You would relax, they're only communists. You okay, Kim?
Oh, I'm fine. I was practically born to infiltrate underground communist cells.
He takes a quick look over his shoulder.
Which is just to say, we should be prepared for any eventuality.
Try to listen.
You can make out at least two separate voices. Two voices, both male, approximately early 20s.
Careful with those now. I have it. It's going to work. I can feel it.
Huh? Bang on the grill.
The clang of metal reverberates all along the scaffolding. The voices coming from the other side fall silent.
Who's there? Is that you, Maurice?
It's not Maurice, it's the police! That's right, it is I, Maurice. Are you all communists? I'm looking for some communists. Yeah, you know, I mean, out of these, I don't wanna lie, I don't wanna, you know, 3.
Who said communist? Did we say communist? Get out of here.
Listen, I've already built like 0.0001% of communism, but now I need to get organized. Can you help me?
For a moment, silence. A slight sensation of static electricity as before a storm. A miniature conference is taking place inside, and you are the subject.
Interesting, 12 on shivers here, challenging. Okay.
What's the passphrase?
It's blessed are the sausage grinders. What? It's we await the silent mole empire. It's the end times cometh. It's disco supernova. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4? It's remember Dobreva and Abadanize. Abadanize? Abadanize? I don't know. Look, I don't know your passphrase. Could you just let me in? Oh man. Disco supernova. I'm gonna say that calls to me.
No, it's not. We don't do ironic passphrases here.
Okay. End times cometh.
Not even close. Perhaps he's drunk.
Not anymore! I'm trying to recover.
Why are you going for all the ridiculous ones?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Are you locked out of your radio computer
Why are
or
you
something?
going to the
No.
ridiculous ones?
It's not 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know. I don't even know where Harry like got these names from.
There's no response. You begin to wonder whether they've slipped out some back way. No, they're still there. You can feel them back there.
Okay.
Alright. The key's taped to the back of the door frame. Just make sure you put it back when you're done. or we'll all be locked
Oh
up.
man, maybe it was told to us and I just like entirely forgot.
And do wish to conquer.
I don't know.
You just kind of
I think
force
Harry
away
just guessed.
in places.
It's strange for being so specific.
Charmant. After you, detective.
Huh. What does that mean? This word. Let me look it up. Charmant. Apparently the name of a company, but not what I'm looking for, clearly. I actually got a Polish dictionary definition. Power of dzięku? Maybe it's just harmant, like a actual word in... Okay, French. French. Show me French. I don't care about your goddamn subscription pawns. There we go. Still stuff about charm. Okay, that makes sense.
Have fun at your underground meeting, pig. Hope it's a blast.
Uh-huh. She still has... Oh. Okay. She's in some ways trolling us still. What?
The two
Communism
young men
time.
are either oblivious to or
Oh.
ignoring your entrance. Their attentions are fixed on whatever it is they're stacking in the middle of the floor.
Dominoes? Like a domino trail thing? I don't know.
I'm sure you'll find out if you continue.
Yeah, sorry.
Matchboxes, it appears.
Okay.
I think it's holding, Alexis.
Steban, the student communist, okay.
It is.
Echo Maker.
It's holding.
It's definitely not holding. Those matchboxes are stacked so haphazardly, it's like they want them to collapse.
Careful, careful.
I love the soundtrack.
Damn, hardly any difference.
The young man shakes his head and then looks up at you and the lieutenant with barely concealed irritation.
You two, you are late.
Yeah,
They should know the meeting starts at 10 p.m. sharp.
his companion
Yeah.
looks up at you and squints. Yeah, sorry. It's my bad, I was engrossed in some literature.
One leader and one follower. The most ancient power dynamic.
What is that in the background? I feel like it's a familiar sound, but... It's like a little scary.
Hey, Doc, you're back.
Oh, hi! So this is... we did... Okay, Doc told me... Not Doc. Cap, sorry. Cap told me that before stream that I didn't actually miss the get yourself organized task, and it's just... It happens every night. Ended up finding the place, it's just we're late because I didn't realize how much time was passing while reading a book, so... They told us we're late. That's what's happening.
There's a great deal of tension in this young man's shoulders, more than someone his age should bear. Meanwhile, his companion inclines toward him, eager to catch every word that dribbles from his friend's mouth. Just a moment. Could this be the former owner of a certain jacket you acquired recently?
Huh? Wait, which one? Before we move on, do you recognize this jacket? Show him the Saramirizian jacket. Again, the unfortunate thing about doing this like the weeks apart, don't remember, but sure, let's show him.
Hey, Steban. Isn't that your jacket?
It certainly looks like my jacket, Alexis. Where did you get that, gendarme?
I just found it in a room. This jacket is RCM property. It's been confiscated as part of an ongoing investigation. I've just found it in a room. I don't remember where we found it in the first place, though. One?
I think you found it in the communist apartment.
Oh! In a room.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. That's real Sarah-Maritzian twill. Only old Sarah-Maritzian communists and drug smugglers wear those anymore.
And drug smugglers.
He is neither of those, of course. He is simply a poor student putting on airs. Also, he doesn't have the shoulders to fill out such a jacket.
See, Uli? It's just like Mazovrot. How does it go again?
Those committed to the rights of property are those most apt to violate them.
His companion nods emphatically. Is committed to the rights of property? Those most apt to violate them. Okay.
I assumed it was Maurice who broke into my room to play a trick on me. I didn't think I'd actually been raided by the RCM.
There is surprise in his voice, naturally. But is that a note of excitement you also detect?
So do you want your jacket back? Listen, comrade, it's not that what it looks like. Why do you sound excited to be raided by the RCM? So do you want your jacket back?
Absolutely not. You have to keep it. Can you imagine the look on Morris's face when he finds out the RCM has been kicking my door down?
He'll shit himself. Positively.
What?
And now they've shown up in force to break up our meeting.
He rubs his hands together excitedly. What?
Something tells me these young men are not very experienced with law enforcement.
The lieutenant sighs. Hold on. We're not here to break up your meeting. We want to join your meeting.
The RCM wants to join us?
A quizzical expression.
My partner, of course, is acting in a strictly personal capacity, not as an official representative of the RCM.
Thanks, Kim.
Interesting. Does that mean you've done the reading?
No. I mean, actually, well, the frickin' that's the one thing, I guess.
Uh-oh. No one said anything about reading.
Yeah.
You just have to wing this one.
Just wing it. The reading, yes. I've definitely done that. Oh, no. I have a feeling I know what this is parodying. I thought this was a revolution. What is this reading? I thought this was a revolutionary group. This must be some misunderstanding. No one mentioned any reading. Hey Kim, did you do the reading? I don't like lying. That's the thing. Oh yeah, Drama said it's drama impossible failure. That's why. Kim, did you do the read? I really wanna say that. Can I say? I can say that.
No, detective. The only reading I've been doing is right here.
The lieutenant holds up his little blue notebook.
He seems to be wagging the notebook at you, as though he suspects you may have forgotten why you're here.
I have not had time to seek out pretentious communist book clubs, nor have I
Oh.
done their reading.
Oh.
It doesn't sound like they've done the reading, Staban.
Well, this is getting awkward. I'm not sure what you're expecting to find here then.
There's profound
Yeah, that makes sense.
consternation in his voice. You suspect it's about something bigger than your not having done the reading.
Maybe they can explain themselves.
What exactly are you two doing down here? What were you doing just now with those matchboxes? That's enough for tonight. I like how none of these are actual, like, explaining yourself. What exactly are you two doing down here?
In the most generous sense, I would say we're cultivating revolutionary consciousness.
Okay.
Yes, that's probably the best way to describe it.
I like this guy's portrait. For some reason it's like... I like his face.
But more specifically, we are running a reading group. It's the most rigorous and theoretically advanced materialist reading group in Martinez.
Comrade Staban is a great discussion leader. One of the best at the university.
Okay.
It's obvious they take this group of theirs extremely seriously. Whatever you do, don't compare it to a common book club.
Is this where I can square off in theory combat? Sounds like a place for intense intellectual engagement. Exactly my kind of jam. Sounds like just a regular book club. where I can square off in theory combat. It's a really funny thing, it's the way to say it.
We have been known to get into some spirited debates, but it's always in service of our larger intellectual and ideological project.
Precisely. We are not interested in senseless parroting. We like to read critically.
Within the contours of Mazovian historical materialism, of course.
I didn't realize they taught radical Mazovian theory in the universities. Okay, so what does your reading group actually read? I think I get the idea. Let me ask about something else. Universities?
Huh. As though you can call that problem teaching.
One thing you learn quickly at university is that you're not going to find a real education in any lecture hall or discussion seminar.
We are post-attendance, basically.
Post-attendance? Okay.
Exactly. The only worthwhile part of the so-called École Normale de Revachol is the library. That's where we've made our greatest critical strides.
Okay. Can we arrest these kids for truancy? What's truancy mean? Cap?
It's the crime of skipping school
Oh.
for extended periods of time.
Post attendance is such a funny phrase to me. Making skipping class something like high end intellectual, which I mean, I won't I wouldn't rather anybody doing that, but it's like why are you going in the first place? Oh yeah, for the library. Yeah, I guess they did just say that. Okay, so what does your reading group actually read?
We study all the foundational texts of Mazovian theory, of course. Just last week we finished the second volume of Puncher and Watman's Innocence of Capital.
Study all the foundation texts of Mazovian theory, of course. No, just last week we finished the second volume of... okay.
Truly extraordinary.
And before that we spent 6 weeks on State and Plasm.
For some reason, the word plasm catches in your ear like a piece of old wax. Uh-oh. You can feel your attention span rapidly deteriorate.
No! We were so close, Volition, no! Let your mind wander. Force yourself to keep listening. I wanna keep listening.
We've also read Wertmüller's The Megastructure of History, and before that, Real and Reality.
Communist theorists love puns, in case that wasn't obvious.
Interesting.
Arblars une paix infernale.
The original Fizdale translation, not that watered down revisionist garbage.
Obviously.
He snorts.
But, of course, our special emphasis is on the theories of Ignaz Nilsson and his followers, especially the inframaterialists.
Hey, this the soundtrack in the background is like Waltz of Ignaz Nilsson.
Is that what
That's
it's
the name of
called?
yeah, Ignaz Nilsson Waltz or something like that.
Oh. Our special emphasis is on the theories of Ignaz Nilsson and his followers, especially the inframaterialists. Who are these inframaterialists? I know who Krasmazov is, but who this Ignaz Nilsson guy? Okay, inframaterialist?
You're not familiar with him? It's pretty advanced stuff. You may not be ready for it yet, gendarme.
The two young men exchanged skeptical side glances. Okay, but then who's this Ignaz Nilsson guy?
Only Krasmazov's most trusted lieutenant, the evangelist of the revolution, and the founding father of the People's Republic of Samara.
Calling him an evangelist?
It's hard to overstate how unimpressed he is that you've never heard of this world historical individual.
Interesting that this is a failure comment. Oh, because now what? Yeah.
He also happens to be the greatest communist theorist after Mazov himself. It was Nilsson who first postulated the existence of ideological plasm, which forms the basis of inframaterialist theory.
Those words again. You've got to find out what this inframaterialist stuff is all about. Whatever it is, one thing's perfectly clear. These young students have a much deeper understanding of communism than you do.
I guess, yeah, like not understanding what the other person is saying is like part of the intention of this encounter in the game, so
You could learn.
I should
a thing
maybe
or
feel a
two
little
from
less
that.
bad about it.
If you
I don't
can
know.
convince them, you're one of them.
Oh.
The young man sighs. His companion looks about furtively.
Did this reading group have anything to do with the lynching? Where is the rest of the reading group?
This is,
Huh?
I
Question?
feel like
Sorry?
number 2 is a silly question to ask at this point in the game.
Yeah. This is for like if you're like way earlier probably. Where's the rest of the reading group? What were you doing with those matchboxes just now? Is the reading group accepting new members? Matchboxes?
The young man frowns at the little pile of boxes on the floor.
And probably just like post-meeting activity.
Nothing, just messing around until the meeting started.
Until it started? So, but we're late, but it didn't start in the first place?
They're watching those matchboxes awfully intently for two guys who are just messing around. It's almost as though they were trying to create the most unstable structure they could, with predictable results.
Where's the rest of the reading group?
What do you mean? This is the reading group.
It's just the two of you? Shouldn't a group have like more people in it? Two's all you need. Me and Kim are the same way. Two is a crowd. Just the two of you?
We're in something of a rebuilding phase.
Did you kick people out?
Some of our former comrades didn't have the ideological fortitude our work demands.
Okay, but what happened to them?
Intellectual attrition is maybe the best way to describe it. Felix said he couldn't keep up with the reading on top of his classwork. And Susanna wanted to read text other than Mazovian theory. Like novels, if you can believe it.
Oh, the horror. Attrition. Merriam-Webster. Attrition, a reduction in numbers as of employees, actually as a result of a resignation, retirement, of death. Oh. He couldn't keep up with his reading on top of his classwork, and these guys are skipping class, and then Susanna wanted to read texts other than Mazovian theory, like novels, if you can believe it.
Imagine the audacity of wanting to read a novel in a reading group.
Novels, unbelievable, shake your head. I like a good novel every now and then. Maybe you just haven't found the right group yet. Novels, unbelievable. I guess it did say like, oh, convince them that you're part of them, so... I want to say 2.
Oh, sure. But you can always join a book club if that's what you're into.
Okay, that makes more sense.
We've tried recruiting new members, but unfortunately the current intellectual climate is pretty hostile to inframaterialist thought. These days, if you're on the left, the Ascendant schools are the Godwaldians and their iconoclasts.
Who?
Don't forget about Maurice and the turnips.
So, is Maurice someone you do not agree with then?
Right. Then there was the whole turnip debacle.
What's so bad about the Godwaldians, who are the iconoclasts? What about Cindy? Is she part of the group? Did you say something about turnips? Godwaldians?
They're the most depressing school of communism. They love writing long books with a patina of Mazovian theory to cover up their cheap psychologizing.
A gang of cheap psychologists and intellectual midgets. Typical Godwalders, in other words.
It's okay for Uli to say that, because his dad is from Gottwald.
Okay. What's so depressing about their theories?
The Gottwald school believe that intellectuals as a class are incapable of sparking revolutionary change. So all they can do is critique capitalism from inside itself.
So that's calling people that actually started the revolution here not smart, I guess?
In other words, they have lost faith in their own relevance.
That's why they spend all their time smoking cigarettes and writing long works of criticism that make you want to commit suicide.
That sounds miserable. Sounds rewarding, actually. Very miserable.
It is miserable. That's probably why they're always committing suicide. You see, the Gottwald school look like communists. They talk like communists. But scratch the patina and you'll see beneath that they're just depressed liberals who've read too many books.
Okay. Is this the first time we see the word liberal without the word ultra tacked onto it?
I think so.
Okay, but what about the iconoclasts?
For starters, they love talking about beans.
Beans? What's wrong with beans? I like beans. No beans for me, I can't stand this stuff. I like beans.
Oh, sure. But iconoclasts are obsessed with beans. They love thinking about beans. They love counting beans.
What?
But most of all, they love building models to predict how many beans there'll be in the future.
What?
They're by far the most bean-centric school of communism.
What?
Ah, yes.
I think
The much maligned bean counters, ensconced in their think tanks and high rises, believing they can save the world through a series of incremental, assiduously technocratic reforms.
Okay, continue.
I think do you know the term bean counters?
No. At
It's
first,
like a
I thought it
term
was.
you-
Honestly, at first, I thought it was. Since we're talking about like left-wing stuff, I thought this was referring to like soybeans.
No, it's talking about like the term in real life, bean counters, refers to kind of like office workers who do file taxes or whatever, who work on economy stuff. And I don't know how to describe it. It's like a term for an office worker, basically,
Okay.
who does menial tasks and studies statistics and stuff, like, oh, things are up by 4% or down by blah blah blah. The stocks, they're stocking.
Uh-huh. How does that relate
So-
to communism then?
So here he's talking about these people in that they're these are people who are only focused on numbers and who sit in their offices all day and are trying to they're not focused on real world issues. They're just focused on numbers and focused
Uh-huh.
on improving the economy.
That doesn't really sound much like communism then. Though again.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what they're saying. They're these are people who describe themselves as communists because they look at economic theory in a communist way, but they don't look at social issues. Yeah.
Okay.
Socialism with bean characteristics, like Doc says.
Is bean characteristics also like some kind of pun or on something?
No, I think Doc is just being funny.
Okay. I don't get it. Are the beans a metaphor? But isn't it good to know how many beans there are? What's wrong with making progress through moderate economic reforms? I don't get it. Are the beans a metaphor?
If only. They've got all the beans accounted for in their asset sheets, their quarterly budgets, their future projections. But for some reason, there are never enough beans to go around. So we've just got to cut our bean rations in half.
And next thing you know, there are budget cuts, so now we've got to cut the bean rations in half again. You see, iconoclasts claim to be communists, but in reality they're just liberals with hard-ons for spreadsheets.
Uh-huh. And what about the liberals? Are they liberals too? I like that question a lot.
Of course not.
What?
The only people who actually call themselves liberals are mouth-foaming reactionaries.
Okay. I guess that aligns with liberalism in our world, straying further and further right.
Basically indistinguishable from fascists. You'd need an X-ray machine to tell the difference.
Uh-huh.
I love these guys.
What about Cindy? Is she part of the group?
Cindy is... how to describe her role?
Something of an ideological auxiliary, perhaps.
YouTube notification. Mini Minuteman, the Antarctic Pyramid, the conspiracy debunked. Later, Mini Minuteman. Something of an ideological auxiliary, perhaps? What does that mean?
Yes, that's exactly how I would put it. And naturally, we support her radical counter-liberal aesthetics.
But she refuses to submit an essay, so we can't call her a member of the group per se.
You have to write an essay to be part of the group?
That doesn't stop her from using the room for studio space, of course.
Did you say something about turnips?
It's an unfortunate story. You see, our ex-comrade Maurice is something of an economist.
He's studying macro and microeconomics.
Wow, a real intellectual, it sounds like.
The lieutenant arches his eyebrows. Okay.
Right. So a few weeks ago we were discussing the extra physical capabilities of the revolutionary state. And Maurice said... What were his exact words, Ulex's?
It was unbelievable. He said, turnips don't care if they are grown by communists, moralists, or Larkin. They grow just the same.
Basically, he was rejecting the whole foundation of inframaterialist theory.
What is this inframaterialist business they keep blathering about? You've never heard of anything like it.
Remind me what inframaterialist theory says about turnips again?
Simply that under suitably revolutionary conditions, crop yields naturally increase relative to non-revolutionary crops.
What?
Which Morris somehow has the gall to deny.
What?
I actually have no idea what he's talking about here.
Under suitably revolutionary conditions? What? I mean, I guess it could... my immediate thought is like attributing like names to like occurrences even when that doesn't make sense to name and define something as like jargon. I guess that's my first thought, but...
Susanna said that he has been hanging out with some non-communists lately.
For us, the question boiled down to, if you don't even accept the basic ideas of Nielsen and inframaterialist theory, why are you in the reading group?
I totally understand. I don't understand at all. So expelled Maurice from the reading group over an argument about turnips. YouTube won't let me say fascist, goddammit. Yeah. That's weird. But it allows like communism, socialism to be said? Huh. Oh, you expelled Maurice from the reading group over the argument about turnips. I don't know, 3?
Well, it wasn't so much that he was expelled.
He just quit coming. We haven't seen him around for weeks.
Heard enough. Let's talk about something else.
Go ahead.
The young man gives you a half smile. His companion sniffs. Accepting new members?
We typically only accept new members once per semester. There's this whole process with essays and presentations on assigned topics.
Oh lord. The young man turns to his companion.
But given that we have some extra seating at the moment, I guess we could be convinced to expedite an application or two.
Steban, you can't be serious. For these gendarmes?
I am serious. As materialists, we've got to adapt to conditions as they are. Besides, he'll still need to pass the interview portion of the entrance process.
He turns back to you.
Assuming he's even still interested, that is.
Composure impossible 18. Convince them you belong in the reading group. +8. Voracious by bibliophobic Terratorn. What?
I don't know what that means.
Hold on. Bibliophobic is like afraid of books, right? Bibliophobia. Strong dislike of books. Okay. Voracious. Voracious. Having huge appetite, excessively eager. Terratorn. Terratorn. Okay, it's not on Merriam-Webster. Terratornis is a bird. Extinct genus of huge North American birds of prey. What? Is that our type of cockatoo? composure. If I... Well, because we could get more composure through our boots, or shoes, sorry, our snakeskin shoes, so... Will I be able to return to this conversation once I, like, click leave here? Or will I be booted out?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
Sure. We're here most every night. Maybe we'll catch you again.
Sleep well, gendarme.
Oh, there's a lot to interact with. Shoes. I don't think we have anything else for composure. Actually, no. Yellow, yellow, looking for yellow, looking for yellow, you're looking for yellow. Okay. Guess we're quick saving. Join the reading group. Coffee. At the bottom of the pot, an isle of black sludge rises from the shadowy sea. Reflective construction vest, +1 endurance, -1 reaction speed. I don't think I need that. I don't really need endurance for much. Try not to think about the cracks spidering out across the floor. Yeah. A rickety easel surrounded by pots of gouache. What does it say? Should stars go out? Cindy's, no doubt. Oh yeah, red paint. Could it be Phasmid? No, probably not. What? What do you mean? Wait, Phasmid what? What could be Phasmid? What are we talking about? This one says, no war but class war. This poster reads, under the cobblestones, communism. We are the only real communists. I don't think thinking that will get you very far. Okay, we interacted with everything.
The gendarme returns. What do you need?
Oh, point to the art supplies. I'm guessing these pots of gouache belong to Cindy.
Ah, yeah, it's hers. She just sort of moved it all in a few months ago.
Without permission?
She said if she's going to make truly radical art, she needs a suitably radical workspace.
And I don't think she could afford rent at an actual studio.
Do you like her art? Now I'm wondering, what's the deal with this place? Do you like her art?
Oh, sure. It's definitely interesting, I would say. I guess you could call her latest stuff a sort of counter-bourgeoisie calligraphy. She's got a real taste for radical slogans.
You know what? That's quite a good descriptor.
It's too bad she hasn't developed the theoretical foundation to do truly radical work.
I think she'll get there, though. She's still looking for a subject equal to her ambitions.
Okay. Now I'm wondering, what's the deal with this place?
The deal? At a fundamental level, I guess you could call it the shattered bones of a dream crushed by capital.
A feeble and hopelessly mixed metaphor.
Huh. I mean, it is kind of like a strangely convoluted thing to say after the words "at a fundamental level." Shattered bones of a dream crushed by capital. But I mean, I guess it makes sense considering the state of the building and everything like that.
That's really good, Steban. You should save that for an essay.
Thanks, Uli. When the idea is sound, the words just sort of flow.
Yes, now keep developing the idea.
Actually, I think it's a mixed metaphor. If this place is the shattered bones, that must make us bone weevils? I heard these used to be luxury apartments. Million real views. That sort of thing? I guess I'm gonna use Logic's thing here.
Leave it to the gendarme to enforce bourgeois stylistic values.
Oh.
Besides, it's just a first draft.
I wanna see what the others
sure.
say.
It's too...
I think she'll get there, though. The deal?
A feeble...
That's really...
Thanks, Uli.
Yes, now keep
Shattered
developing the
bone
idea.
weevils?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Not as good as Steban's original idea, though.
The deal?
A feeble...
That's good.
Thanks, Uli.
Yes, now keep...
That could be. It would explain some of the more ornate detailing. but we're speaking in world historical terms here. What this place represents, not what it merely was.
Huh. I mean, that should be equally important, right?
His friend yawns, evidently bored by literal reality.
Huh.
Go ahead.
Okay, let's save again and do the
The
check.
gendarme returns. What do you need?
What's there to be scared of? You've really been cracking the books these last few days. You can go toe to intellectual toe with
Well,
any
in terms of
in Martinez.
well, in terms of actual like leftist literature, we've literally only read like a magazine, so I don't know if they'll accept that.
Now, chin up. You've got this.
Okay. This is just the group I've been looking for. Where do we start? When do we start? Oh god, it's 7 past midnight. Alright, let's do this interview. I wanna do too.
Oh, you want to start now? Sure, we can manage that.
He looks to his companion, then back at you.
You've caught him off balance. The momentum is already in your favor.
Oh god.
Go ahead and take a seat. Since we haven't had time to prepare an exhaustive questionnaire, I think we can keep this interview more freeform. Why don't you tell us a bit about the books you're interested in? And we'll just see where the conversation goes.
For me, it's more about finding the right thing for the right moment. I'm more into practical books that help me understand the real world. Look, guys, I gotta be honest. I may have not read many books. Yeah, I mean, that's me on any topic, essentially. But, like, putting them in quotes as well. But that doesn't mean I don't have stories. I wanna say 3. I wanna just be matter of fact here.
Okay, we'll bite. What sort of stories are we talking about?
The young man and his companion looked to one another, then turned back to you.
A real-life procedural, complete with gory details.
Oh. Esprit de Corps saying this. I own many books that I will get to. Is that you speaking for yourself, Jakul? I guess that's my thing as well. But the difference is I wouldn't describe them as many. And they're not theory, they are fiction. Well, no, I still have... This is actually a thing I'm embarrassed about. I still have yet to finish Undertale Legends of Localization, despite having the book for like months. It's very good.
It's basically a picture book.
Yeah, exactly, see? That's what I'm talking about. It's hard to call that actual like reading. That's what I'm talking about, exactly, Cap. So we agree. This is essential. I mean, you see why I'm always why I'm anxious about this, right? You see why.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Let's just say the human body starts.
It's been mostly silly so far, so you're good.
Yeah, okay. Let's just say the human body starts to do some weird things when it's been up for 3 days.
I think the second option is good.
I'll tell you about the time I woke up and completely forgot what money is.
I just want to see
Interesting.
what communists think about you forgetting what money is.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Oh, we're getting into the psychiatric pathologies of life under capital. Let's see where this goes.
Yes, I'm rather curious myself.
You've got them. They're starting to loosen
Oh,
up.
break for
You're
a
relaxed
minute.
and in control. You deftly weave every piece of the story together.
I'm just trying to imagine what it would be like to wake up with no concept of what money is.
If you encountered it in a novel, you'd say it sounded like a plot contrivance or like a fantasy.
Listen, I wouldn't believe it either, but I swear it's the truth. But isn't the point that money is in itself is just a collective fantasy? I can say too.
Perhaps. But it's a fantasy that pays for things. Like your hostel bill.
No, it's just like Mazovro. The freeman of the future will
Freeman?
be he who awakens in perfect ignorance of capital.
Wait, Steban, are you saying the gendarme is some kind of future communist?
Wait, ignorance? Ignorance? Isn't that like... Because isn't that the case that you have to be more like actually aware of what it is, what it does, like it's the influence on the concept so that you
No.
can properly...
What he's saying is like in like kind of the future, like the ideal future
Oh,
of
okay.
communism is a world where capital doesn't exist and money doesn't exist.
Uh-huh.
So he's saying that you're from a future, you're from like the ideal future, basically.
Oh my
You're
god.
living in the world where capital doesn't exist. So that means,
Uh-huh.
you know.
Meanwhile, we
You know
got
what I mean.
we got a handout from Lightbending Man.
Another quarter of an hour disappears. The conversation bounces back and forth. Whatever their pretensions, it's clear these two have been craving something real.
The future, the communists want is a monolith, stateless, equal society. No, yeah, okay, I understood that. I understand that. I was just more so saying, like, I thought, I misunderstood what he was saying as, be ignorant of money now. Which didn't seem to make sense to me, which, again, I was the one that misunderstood. Another quarter of an hour disappears. The conversation bounces back and forth, whatever their pretensions is. It's clear that these two have been craving something real.
Now you can sense things starting to slow down. Time to wrap this tale up.
And anyway, even if you could somehow unpeel time, it wouldn't be the you who gets rich from those investments. What?
But that would imply that whenever you unpeel time, you leave behind some kind of doppelganger in now time.
What?
Good God, have we really been talking about unpeeling time for a quarter hour?
I suppose we'll have to leave it there. But listen, gendarme. We could use someone with your breadth of expertise. With just a little more theoretical background, I think you'll be able to make some real contributions.
Yes, I would say he's got serious potential at least.
And with that, welcome to the most ideologically advanced materialist reading group in Martinez.
You mean the only one? Considering this is a very small district.
Here's your first assignment. It's an overview of inframaterialist theory. A little basic, as you'll see, but one has to start somewhere.
Okay, so we got an item. I'll add it to my very extensive book reading, extensive reading list.
You're going to fit right in, I think. Come back when you're done. We'll be here pretty much every night after 10 p.m.
Okay.
Do be sure to take your time with the reading. We'll be eager to hear your thoughts.
I see. So we got it. Oh, and there's the thought.
Cleaning out the rooms. What if you didn't lose your memory? What if something in Martinez came and stored it all away, for you to slowly open one box at a time, so you can choose which parts to keep? Keep almost none of it. Only the flowers on the windowsill, only the distant sound of a radio. Lose all the actors, the dark shadows, leave only the still lifes, the blissful distant wash of waves. If everybody knew, you never did. She'll be coming soon. That is all.
What? +1 suggestion, wake up, +1 Inland Empire in a new life, +1 rhetoric by the seaside. Let me look at it again. I don't think I understand this at all. And yeah,
It's talking about your identity, like you have lost your identity and now you can choose what parts of yourself to keep and what parts of yourself to reinvent.
okay. Oh, and then if parts of your identity were stashed away and you're picking them up from box to box, I see. Okay, interesting bonuses. For a second, I thought this was... No. Okay, no, maybe I was mistaking it with something else. Okay. Oh, why is this earlier? Weird.
I don't know. Maybe they still get. Maybe they give you the book if you fail the check, anyways.
Oh yeah.
Possible.
A concise introduction to inframaterialist theory intended for a general audience. You can tell this particular copy has spent a lot of time in someone's back pocket. I see. Okay, thank you. It's time for Harry to sleep, I think.
Yes.
How?
Hello again.
Nope. Apparently we can't say anything to her. Strangely enough. Okay. Really good song, that one, Cleaning Out the Rooms, from the band that made the soundtrack. Oh, it's the name of a song that they made? Interesting. Also, hello, Crispo7256. Nice Wayne profile picture. Haven't played the game, but I hear it's good. Hylex. Probably would be up my alley if I did play it. Map. Fisherman Shacks. There we go.
It's getting late, and it's rain.
Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Enter the shack.
If you want, you can do some reading. I think.
It's getting late.
Yeah.
If you can still do some reading. Time stops progressing at 3 a.m. I think. So if you want, you can
Really?
read more before you go to bed.
Oh, that's crazy. I wouldn't have thought of that. I was also thinking, because you were very eager about it before, and I wasn't sure how it would go talking with her.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Put on some suggestion clothes first, though.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Do we even have any suggestion clothes? Oh, no,
Nope.
this is minus. Do we have no... Oh! No, this is also minus suggestion.
Alright, you're...
Uh-huh. Do we have any... I mean, we only have minus authority. Maybe some better... Some better clothes in other regards, maybe? This is what? This is plus logic. We don't need that right now. I want to do shivers. And a shirt. No, we definitely want more empathy. This minus suggestion, so no. The current one is just logic. I don't have much of a better shirt, so perhaps not. Oh, this is empathy actually, so we might wanna wear that. I wonder if logic would be good. Okay, I wanna get my ledger. It's my -2 authority, but more empathy is good. Do we want like...
I think you're good.
I was wondering if we should put this on, but I don't know. Maybe Horrific Necktie will have something to say. I wanna get a little more version actually. Maybe? I don't know. Okay, well, yeah, we can shoot it. We can shoot it. High mesoploy, yes. Now that's gonna be some real gambling with just the base stat.
The sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Too bad.
I mean,
You
maybe...
don't have to do this if you don't want to.
No, I do. I want to see where this goes, but I don't want to fail. It's a white check, so I mean, I could put a point in suggestion. I will see. We'll see what failure does. Okay, it's fine.
Oh yes, she does. You need to get your drink on.
Oh no.
There is no other way for human beings to
No,
procreate.
we're not trying to
6,000
procreate. I
years
wanna.
of yeast cultivation-based mating rituals.
Oh god. I like you, but I'm afraid to be around you because you're a woman. That's a screenshot. I want to be close to you, and there is but one way to intimacy. Since the dawn of mankind, Al Ghul has watched over the procreation. Al Ghul, no! I wonder if this would like be here if we somehow talked to her without speaking to Measurehead first. Has watched over the reprocreation of our species. May lay with me. Let's celebrate the Ghoul. Alcohol makes closeness possible. Let's connect. I can't with any of these. It's either alcohol or being a misogynist, bro.
You said you wanted to know what happens. This is the result.
Yeah. Canon Harry is scared of women. We know that already. We know he's scared of women.
You can just back out.
No, I mean it is a white. It's a white check. I'm wondering. If this like completely ruins our reputation, I'm gonna load.
What?
Drunk date. Tap on your throat. All we need is booze. The rest will follow. Oh my god, no.
Funny. Funny sailor jokes. Sorry if I'm not laughing out loud, but the comedy has worn thin over the years.
Great. Now you reminded her of the husband.
Oh.
It's okay. She just hasn't figured out how these things work between the sexes.
Oh no.
Keep
Don't
at
say...
it. She'll come
Suggestion,
around.
no. Don't say it like that. No. Don't say that at all, actually. Okay. Sure.
The sea's gonna calm down soon. I
Still
can feel
low.
it. The wind is turning.
Get the drink on.
Okay, no. I guess we're not doing it. Because I mean, obviously, we've spent some time before... Oh, wait, this is new. Hello?
I'll just keep
Oh.
the Corda Lacey in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier.
She moved, okay.
Aye, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way.
Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty. Hello, detective.
She fastens the end of the line around the post and straightens her back.
It's good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
Continue.
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
Have you been spying on me?
Spying has such a negative connotation. I did track your progress along the coast, however, and decided I would be better able to assist you from here.
Assist you, okay.
Then there's the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint the cordelate red. Like blood, you see. Well, I like it the way it is. White.
So how do you like it here? Look around.
How do I like it?
She casts her gaze towards the village. Slush melting on the cinder blocks. Construction work left half finished 10 years ago.
Water drips down eaves of
10
eternite.
years ago.
The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
Oh god.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there?
Yes. If she's been here for weeks, then she totally, like, if not saw, then heard the incident.
I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will.
Oh, come on.
You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard. A sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Suggestion is problematic.
All right. Politics time. Let's react.
Oh god, no. You're right to be scared. This is all your fault. Oh. You're in no danger. The working class have no idea what's happening to them. What? Try not to be scared. This is just how the real city looks. This place is doomed either way. Say nothing. Let's be react tubers. Politics time, let's react is crazy, by the way. Either 1 or 3. Though I don't know if I wanna... Because, I mean, Joyce has been somebody that's definitely, like, lended a hand before. No, she hasn't been necessarily, like, offended by... speaking about... I mean, even calling her a monster wasn't enough to, like, deter her from helping you, so...
Quick politics event.
Quick
Time politics.
Quick time
Quick time
politics event, yeah. It's okay, 1.
Maybe.
She leans against the railing, looking up at the grey sky.
Above you, there forms a quilt of alto-cumulus clouds, twisting into each other. The wind tugs and stretches them over the bay. Their cloud shadows slide over the ruins of Revachol West. Wherever they pass, the temperature drops slightly, but perceptibly.
Okay.
Have I told you how they discovered this place?
Okay, see, it's fine. The wind picks up. Her raincoat flaps in the gust. This fishing village? This island? This Isola? Isola, I'm assuming. Well, yeah, maybe island.
No, they're in Silindian, Isola.
There we go. No, you haven't told me how they found it.
Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty.
Oblivion, that's so me. 45% is around where I operate. Things are getting better, though. Sure.
I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
She corrects the scarf around her neck. Tell me now, I have time. Tell me something else then. Tell me now, I have time. I don't know what that means exactly.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Tell me what now?
The story.
Okay. Sorry, I thought we were switching topics. I thought that was all. Never mind. Okay, never mind. My mind wandered for a second. I mean, you said it stops at 3 a.m. We wanted to read books though, so we might touch on this in the morning. Maybe that will be better. I think that'd be
Sure.
that'd be
Godspeed,
better.
detective.
Okay. Do I want to save scum this? I don't know.
Well, if you want to have a date with her at all, you're going to have to do it, like, when Kim is not here, because
Yeah.
Kim being present was a minus to the check. So
Yeah.
you can do this, or you can just say, this is not something I'm gonna be doing this.
I mean, it's
Let's
not
go at least.
something that I wanted to do in the first place. I just remembered more recently that you were like, "Oh, come on, don't you want to go on a date?" back when we first got here.
I'm egging you on to do as much as possible.
That
but
yeah,
if you don't
that's
want to do
that's
it, then
true.
it's fine.
No, I do want to. Now that I think about it, I wanna see where that goes. But okay, let's read because we were gonna do that initially. This dusty tome brings knowledge on the history of the Innocences. It is written by one João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego, a masked fascist. Oh, right, I forgot about that part. Who tries to reach a conclusion on which of the Innocences is the coolest in the world. Okay, I forgot that this is what the book was about. Okay, well, we bought it. Let's go.
The Greatest Innocence by João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego. The book is large and heavy.
Crack opened this immense tome. Oh, Sassaker's daunting text.
Browsing through the various chapters, you try your best to understand the ceaseless overflow, the sprawl of names, dates, places,
Oh God.
events historical.
That
Most
sounds
of
very
it ends up
intimidating.
as a twisted mass of facts inside your brain. Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No. Oh well, it's pop quiz time. Let's see what you've learned. This might take a few minutes. You ready?
Sure, why not?
That's the spirit. Here we go. Question 1. Who was the first Innocence? Dolores Day.
I mean, pain threshold. Was she though? I don't think she was. I don't remember her saying that she was the first. I feel like I remember hearing something like the fourth or something, though I might be misremembering entirely. Sola the Parakinesian? Pericarnassian. Sola?
Incorrect. Sola was anointed during the previous century and even lived to see the current one. She was an urban planner who spoke her mind and largely left history to its own devices, encouraging people to excel on their own rather than prescribing to a deified model of history. She is often called an anti-innocence. Sola resigned after an assassination attempt by a Yugo nationalist who blamed her for not taking the side of the left during the turn-of-the-century revolutions. Innocences don't usually resign. Care to try again?
Huh. The Parakinesian.
Correct.
Oh, it is
Nothing
correct.
much is known about him. It's not even clear that he was a he, but Franco Negro presumed as such and called him Pius. He's depicted as a young man with molten gold pouring out of his mouth. All he spoke was gold. It's said he invented God and equality of men before God. He also introduced the gold standard as a way for measuring people's love for Aurum.
What? Measuring people's love for gold? What?
As the first Innocence, he declared that there should be more of those like him. It is presumed his disciples were the beginning of the Holy Party, the founding party. Question 2. Who
No, we don't
was
get to
the
hear about
strongest
Dolores Day.
Innocence? Easy. Everybody knows the answer to this. You, me, anybody.
A lot of people would say Dolores Day, I think. Doesn't sound too familiar to me. Shoot me a hint. Sure.
An Innocence is the highest category of historical personage in the world, a literal personification of history. Traditionally, an Innocence, when anointed, assumes supreme rule over the Occident or the known world in general, at least the parts that matter.
The Occident or the known world in general? Huh. Okay, very interesting, but that doesn't help me answer the question. Because I was thinking about this before. What's the difference here? Because I only recently found out that the word Occident just literally is supposed to like be a contrast to the Orient, which, you know, in Europe historically has been this like trying like a description of, well, I'm simplifying, but something that is, you know, far away foreign to the east and stuff like that. So what does the Occident and the Orient mean in the Disco Elysium world? Because those words have appeared before, I just never really thought to actually question that. Okay, very interesting, but that doesn't help me answer the question.
I can do better. Okay, so commonly an innocence does not enforce his or her power through military power. This is seen as unnecessary. The innocence wins because an innocence can't help but win. For their deeds are inevitabilities. Did this help?
Yes, immensely. No.
Damn, Dolores.
Okay, pain threshold. You were wrong before. Does pain is pain threshold like feel especially hurt by Dolores Day? Okay, Vesper Messina. Let's just answer the others because I think the Dolores Day is the one here. That's the correct answer.
Incorrect. Vesper Messina is not a person, but a defunct state on the southeastern coast of the Occident. It used to take up most of the peninsula before separating into the republics of Vesper and Messina. Care to try again?
Franco Negro.
Correct.
Oh,
Named
okay, well,
the
never mind.
innocence of militarism, he codified hereditary rule, but at the same time ended serfdom and established the Inter-Isolari Real as the global reserve currency. He also established the concept of the nation.
He established the concept of the nation, Jesus. Orient and Occident actually come from Roman words for sunrise and sunset, which is why Eastern was described as Oriental. Oh. Yeah, so once again, what does that mean here?
Occident is the West, then.
Not sure. I was just thinking of like maybe it's a little different still. Okay.
Franco Negro attempted to solve the rising tensions between the aristocracy and bourgeoisie by building a unified society in which every man has a place and a mission.
Every man.
But at the same time may rise to nobility provided on the strength of his virtue. Question 3. Who was the false innocence?
All news to me, so maybe a few hints?
Yes, there exists a group called the Founding Party, known as the Holy Party, during the time of the Pericarnacian. This, the world's oldest international organization, spends its time in search of either the re-emergence of the innocents or new members.
Sigh internally.
There seems to be a mix-up with the sources. It's not my fault. At least it clearly wasn't Dolores Day. She wouldn't be false. She's beautiful.
Oh. Dolores ... Okay, I think Dolores will be the right answer from what I remember. Okay, let's see. Enoguh Pasternak?
Correct.
Oh,
there have been
God damn it!
Of counter or false innocences. Some assumed to have innocentic qualities. Some who just thought so themselves. Occasionally, they have the support of a faction inside the ecclesiastic organization, and accusations of foul play have arisen. The most famous and important of these was Enoguh Pasternak. He was into torture, despotism, hymns, cannons, and world conquest, but got defeated and humiliated by Stepan the Despicable of Kedra.
Stepan the Despicable? I mean, wasn't it the case that Dolores also was like Because like they said that like military power is not needed, but then wasn't Dolores feared because of the way that like arms followed her or something like that? Man, it's been a long time.
Final stretch. You've come so far and learned so much. This is the most important one. Question 4. Who was the greatest innocence? The most important of them all. The most precious to humankind.
This might be Dolores' Day answer. You sound confident. Go right ahead. A hint will come in handy.
Of course, this is my thing. The reason I exist in this world. The correct answer is Franco Negro.
You're absolutely certain of this?
0 doubts.
Erno Pasternak in that case. I'll answer first.
Incorrect.
Okay.
He was a violent bastard, out to torture, maim, and kill whoever stood in his way. He was also a false innocence, disqualifying him from being the greatest and most important, and most precious to humankind. Would you like to try again?
Franco Negro?
Incorrect. While Franco Negro built concrete
Interesting.
churches and cathedrals, and while many people, especially the Mesk, consider him a father figure, due to his militarism and nationalism, João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego argues differently. Another choice, perhaps?
He argues differently despite being a fascist, and this guy was a nationalist? That doesn't track.
Oh yes, militarism and nationalism. My bad. Yes, obviously.
Dolores Day.
Correct. The Mesk might see Franco Negro as the father of nations, but as of this century, there's been a great shift in attitude. Dolores Day has become widely regarded as the greatest innocence. A most radical change to the whole fabric of the world. Everything from inter-esolary travel to the connected world to 3 consecutive scientific revolutions can be traced back to her. Every decade that passes, she seems less human somehow, and more beautiful.
Less human and more beautiful is a little bit of a disturbing descriptor.
Congratulations on finishing the test. The results and your subsequent grade have been calculated. You get a C, vaguely passable, a solid effort with nothing much else to show. Nice going, mediocrity man. You would have done better if you just dialed the Dolores Day down a bit.
I didn't even choose her that frequently. Damn you, you arrogant book.
You are shouting at an inanimate object.
Nice.
Like a real weirdo.
That's
no
me.
wonder you seem to have trouble with the right answers.
Yup.
Man, something's weird about this book. You should do something fun instead. Rock out. Forget about it.
Well, okay, hi horrific necktie. Been a bit. Put the book away. Everyone like from Undertale. Okay. Guess that's it. Okay.
What are you doing? Are you gonna try again?
Yes! I've decided yes. Because I want to see where this goes.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel.
Get the drink on.
Aw, dang it.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon.
Get the drink on.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon.
You think she really needs more of that after a man died at sea?
I did not expect that to take such a small amount of attempts. But what do I do then? Yeah, no, that's the thing.
What if I told you it is actually possible to
Wow.
go on a date sober?
Incredible. I'm listening. Get out of here with your crazy fringe theories. What you're suggesting is highly experimental, possibly dangerous. Oh. I'm listening.
Before recorded history, men and women were able to do simple, very primitive things together sober.
Hold on, let me... No, voiceover is already at max. Though it feels like it's less, so like it's little. Okay. Acknowledge the situation and keep it basic. I'm a drunk. Don't know if you've noticed, so usually I ask people to drink with me.
I have, and I don't really.
She hesitates. This time, though, imitate drum roll. I thought I'd ask you for a walk. Oh, the charm. Lillian, walk with me. Nah, one.
Just a walk? I don't know, officer. I would not have taken you for an innocent perambulator.
What's a perambulator? Sorry, Jesus. Let me look it up. Unless Cap knows.
Huh?
Perambulator.
I have no idea.
Okay. One that perambulates. Thanks, Merriam-Webster. Perambulate. To travel over or through, especially on foot. Ah, okay. I am. That's why you should definitely agree. I mean, we have done our fair share of walking, and walks are nice. I like what walks can do for conversation. Is this a yes, ma'am? Is the walk happening? Please, please come to a sober walk with me. That's why you should definitely agree. One.
Where would this walk take us, officer?
She's thinking, ice mapping your rugged features.
Nothing creepy, strange, or out there. Keep it airy and simple.
And there is only one option. There's a nice view on the beach, I found. Land's End.
All right. I will walk with you.
Interesting.
But you need to understand that nothing is going to happen. We're just walking.
Hmm. I wonder what would have happened if I did actually do this earlier in the game. Because I definitely, the first time I talked to her, I was like many months till actually getting to Land's End. Land's End. Just a good old-fashioned walk, I like it.
Me too. It's been ages since I just had a normal conversation with one of you guys.
She replies with sudden sincerity. Oh, one of you guys. I'm assuming she just means men in general.
She means men.
There it is, thank you, Rhetoric.
Stroll on the beach sounds nice. All right, I guess I'll be seeing you at Land's End in the evening. When it gets dark, all right?
Have you looked at the sky?
She doesn't wait for an answer. You better get ready.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you can just walk over there then.
Yeah. New task, meet Lillian at Land's End. See, this is why, because I was scared that it would be that succeeding would be a thing of like, yeah, we do get drunk and it goes horrible even if we succeed, like one of those things where we succeed but it's a bad thing that we succeed, you know? But the fact that the success is realizing, okay, we're doing this sober and it's a regular walk, that makes me feel a lot more comfortable. Okay, we can fast travel to the church, which will make things simpler. Can't stop winning. Except the fact that I do stop winning very frequently. I'm still wondering about that little island. Ooh, seagulls? What's this light coming from? Whoa. Whoa, wait. Is that coming from this tower? I don't... This light. No, yeah, it is coming from this tower. Huh. Okay. Hi, Lillian.
The woman gazes steadily at the waves. A sudden gust picks up her dark hair and lets it fall again, tousled, wild. She brushes a few stray locks from her eyes, and only then spots you approaching.
Aye, so here you are. It's late and the sun is going down.
It's already gone down.
It'll be
It's
dark
2 AM.
soon. we stay here long enough, we will be joined by a cortege of drunks and teenagers.
This place is pretty empty these days.
Know that you're not the first guy to bring a girl to Land's End. This is what the locals call a make-out spot.
Uh-oh.
That is not going to happen here today. I just want to make that clear, Dimples.
Dimples? She turns to face the sea one more time. So I was distracted by the fact that this part of the land was illuminated.
The thoughts are still elsewhere, with distances across the water, and with the water itself. Across the rusty water, that's La Delta, the financial district. In the mist-covered distance, towers rise as a rebuke to the poverty of this coast.
Look at her. She seems surprised that I made it. Maybe this was a mistake. Everything feels uncomfortable. I should leave. Strange choice. Okay, 1.
Drinking men aren't known for keeping their appointments.
I'm actually quite good at scheduling. Looking at what happened earlier today, no. It's a rockstar thing, tardiness. I'm sorry you had to wait. You wouldn't miss it for the world. I'm just trying to be a responsible grown-up. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Sure.
The world? Those big words men like to throw around as though they had weight.
True. I just thought it sounded a little funny in the moment.
Let's just admire this piece of the world we happen to have in front of us, eh?
She nods at you. A playful glint in her eyes.
As she turns to face the sun, reflected in the waves,
sun? What sun?
Rising across the bay, you cannot help following her steady gaze.
Sorry, I should stop commenting on that.
I think they just didn't plan on
anything. Maybe
this
the
take happening
tequila
at 2 a.m.
sunset thing.
Can't account for everything.
Yeah, but at the same time, the check is like much easier once Kim isn't there, so maybe they should have. You know, a past incarnation of myself called myself Tequila Sunset. I wonder why that is. No, keep quiet and keep quiet about your sordid past. That's the thing, right? Because the sailor joke before did not do good for her mood, so you know what? Maybe we leave that quiet.
The remains of the dying sun are reflected in the waves and the skyscrapers rising across the bay. Your mind clears for a moment as your senses take it all in. Not just the glass skyscrapers, fragile looking in the shimmering air. River Esperance flowing into the bay.
Isn't it strange for this all-powerful thing, the sun, to be so generous towards us? You know, the best time to go out fishing is usually towards sunset, when the water is warmer.
The sun also falls on the Capeside tenements and war-torn ruins. An old sea fortress juts out, seemingly impervious to the sheen cast over everything else, shaking you out of your reverie. The sun does little for the dead, and those hopelessly lost in their own minds. Or people living in desert climates with sparse vegetation and little drinking water.
Is that why you named your boat the Sun? That is an interesting thing to just say. Oh, whoa! This dialogue actually comes from the sun itself. Huh. Or, well, an analysis of the sun via Harry. It's generous. Describing the sun as generous. Is that why you named your boat the Sun? I'm not sure desert people are happy with too much sunlight. No, 1.
Oh, that was a bit of pride and a bit of superstition.
And a bit of conceptual unity too, it being yellow and all.
Just enjoy the view.
The salt in the air, and the cries of the gulls and the skuas. Grit of the sand and the green glint of broken bottles. But still your gaze always returns to the dazzling streaks of light, wherever they may be reflected, their fading opulence.
It's bringing us spring, summer. It's entirely on our side, no matter what we do or who we are. for absolutely no reason. It's unlike no other powerful being. Certainly no powerful organization or government. How can that be?
Interesting. Interestingly in line with our meeting earlier this night. The Sun isn't exactly an organization. There's an explanation for this, and it's political, you see. Begin a long, impassioned political tirade. Well, it's something. Something's gotta be on our side. Because it's not human. Humans betray you. 3.
I guess we wouldn't really be here if that thing wasn't on our team.
Yeah, that's true. If the Sun just kind of lost its... Well, kind of on topic with the fact that I'm still thinking about Project Hail Mary. But, I mean, if the Sun were to just, like, you know, phase away, everything, like all the balance in the world and when it comes to life in general would just go into chaos and then die out. So... we wouldn't be here in the first place if it wasn't on our team, is a very good observation. You have fiction... Okay, so let's see. Conceptualization heroic 15. Say something about the Sun. Even 42%. +2 lost your love. +1 artful background. Ooh, okay. Well, you have fishhooks in your ears. So I'm assuming these will could or have the chance to heighten this as well. There's an interesting lilt in your voice. What's that lilt?
Lilt is like a kind of tone to your voice.
Okay. Alright then. Do you wish you were out there fishing right now? So, who do you think killed the hanged man? Oh god. I don't remember if she had much to say about that topic the first time we actually talked to her. Yeah, fishhooks in her ears.
These aren't real fishhooks, silly. They're earrings shaped to look like fishhooks. A drunk called Rosemary brought them to me. I kept them.
She's right. They're made mostly of plastic. A cheap novelty gift you can buy from a flower shop or a kiosk.
I like them though.
The wind ruffles
Really cool
her
look.
hair, silver streaked in the moonlight.
Interesting lilt in your voice.
Thank you. I'm half Ubi. My mother was from Ubi Sunt. Not a lot of sun there, I hear. Though I've never been.
The wind ruffles her hair, silver streaked in the moonlight.
Okay. Do you wish you were out there fishing right now?
I always do. I like it. It's like being on another planet. A water planet. With water worries and water joys.
Despite the fact that this is a flat world, we are able to imagine like other planets. I think that is still like the thing that is interesting to me about like the world as a whole. How we use the word planet despite the flat nature of it, because usually that isn't the case in fictional worlds with flat Earth essentially.
The wind ruffles her hair, silver streaked in the moonlight.
+1 time to think.
I mean, I don't think if I was on a date, I wouldn't be talking about a murder.
Okay, 58%, let's go.
Here we go. 2 different approaches to cap this off with style.
Oh, here, okay. Stare into the sun. Yeah, a massive thermonuclear reaction, 5 billion years old. The sun is a god. The only fault with the sun is it shines on us as well as our enemies. What do I say? It's probably not as big. Not as sorry, to burp. Probably not as big of a choice as I'm imagining it right now. I don't know if I want to say enemies. Okay, one.
Aye. And a benevolent one. When did you last have one of those on your side?
My early 20s, maybe? When I had my love with me. Never. I still do, I'm righteous. When I had my love with me? Never. When's the last time you had a benevolent god by your side? When I had my love with me, I want to say that.
Well, now you have that giant thing to watch over you. So, to hell with love. You know, the wind's gonna pick up soon, and I have to go, but...
She takes her sword out of the scabbard. The blade shines in the gathering dark.
Have this.
Oh!
The sun's good, but it doesn't stick things.
Huh.
I've no use for it anymore.
Interesting. Are you sure you don't need the sword? Think we can do this again sometime? Look, okay. Think sword?
No. Men around here are too drunk to pose a threat to me.
Huh. Still, I don't know. Think we can do this again sometime?
Doubt it. But thank you for the company.
She smiles sadly.
This is as far as it goes with her. You'd need to put a year between you and your last drink for anything more.
Very fair. And I like that that's the conclusion. Thank you for coming on this walk with me.
Farewell.
That choice, it scared me. Well, not scared me, but it concerned me, right, for a while because of the fact that it mentioned drunkenness. The fact that the successful role is going on just a nice sober, on a nice sober conversation, having a nice sober conversation. That's really nice. That's really nice. I like it.
Yeah, it's a good scene. That's why I wanted you to do it.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
As she walks off, the wind picks up, and the light from the sun seems to fade. The crumbling silhouette of failed electrical R&D towers in the distance, beckoning.
And we didn't talk about this little island.
Oh, right. The time doesn't progress past 2. So you
Not
have
3.
stayed up as far as you can.
As far as it goes. Alright then. Oh, cool. Okay, I'm glad I did that. It's very pleasant. The word planet comes from the word traveler, if I recall correctly. So actually, a flat world would have the concept of a planet. All right. Though, wouldn't it mean traveler as in like the ones that travel across the sky? Like, wouldn't that be the connection? If, of course, you could see moving stars in the sky of that world. Sword. Equip this to impress yourself. Yo. The blade of this mass-produced saber has dulled over the years and won't slice or stab anyone. It still commands respect in your hand, however. Holding onto its bakelite hilt fills you with a sense of purpose and the memory of the date. Alright then. No. Map. Fisherman shacks. If it doesn't progress past 2 AM and we're already here, we might as well read the infra-materialist book as well, right?
Sure.
The cover of this pocket-sized volume features a swirl of orange, yellow, and green. The title, A Brief Look at Inframaterialism, is set in an authoritative yet approachable serif font. What an interesting color palette. It's vibrant, yet somehow leaves you ever so slightly nauseated.
More vibrant colors tend to do that.
On the inside jacket flap, you find a brief summary. What is inframaterialism? A highly theoretical branch of Mazovian communism? A collection of mystical ramblings by a discredited revolutionary? Or possibly both?
Possibly.
This brief look, TM, introduces readers to one of this century's most fascinating and misunderstood theories in a concise, jargon-free manner.
Interesting. So far so good. This feels like kid stuff. Is there no slightly longer glance TM series? I mean, we can look at it. I think I don't know, maybe I shouldn't talk.
You turn to the table of contents. The guide itself is divided into several sections with seemingly esoteric titles like Effects of Plasm on Root Vegetables and Mental Projection and Transference. There's also a brief introduction about the life of Ignis Nielsen.
Effects of plasm on root vegetables. That's the word that stuck out to Harry before, right? When you were reading Communist Theory, I was studying the Blade. He does look like that, doesn't he? I was studying the Blade type person. Read the introduction on Ignis Nielsen.
Known to his numerous admirers as the evangelist of the revolution, and to his even more numerous enemies as the apocalyptic Shrike, Ignis Nielsen remains one of the most controversial and fascinating figures to emerge in the years of the anti-centennial revolution, second only to Krasmazov himself.
Okay.
During his unparalleled life, he helped guide a revolution in one country and found a new state in another. Along the way, he committed some of the most notorious war crimes in an era famed for its atrocities.
Oh, okay. Then why are we idolizing him? Or well, they were.
And yet, his most fascinating contribution to history may be the most overlooked. His theory of ideological plasm, from which his followers and successors developed the school of communism known as inframaterialism.
So he didn't coin the name, it was his the people that followed this word. Although I guess I said the previous thing, but at the same time, many like in fiction authors as well are not good. Were not good people when you examine their life, and then people still, obviously hold a lot of value in their works. So I guess that wouldn't be too out of the ordinary, but war crimes for a person that's like trying to do. Because war crimes, it kind of make me think of immediately like just ending human life for no reason, for like being completely cruel and stuff like that, not necessarily just revolution itself. Start reading from the first chapter.
If you're like most people, you probably believe that your thoughts reside in your brain, right?
Huh?
That's not right at all. Thoughts don't exist in the brain. They float through the air. Your brain is but a fish, swimming through them.
Right? I always thought I swam through them. Honestly, no idea where some of these thoughts come from. I don't know, I think they're in the brain. Though influenced by everything else. Swam through them.
Very interesting. And not so far removed from Ignis Nielsen's own theories. As Mazov's devoted comrade and leading theoretician, Nielsen was responsible for developing much of the intellectual foundation of communism. But his interests and speculations were famously wide-ranging.
Thought exists in spine brain, duh. Spine brain.
During his final years in exile, he produced, among other things, an early guide to home brewing, instructions for raising revolutionary children, plans for a universal pictographic language, and a detailed materialist critique of Dolores Day's chess strategy.
What?
A true man of ideas, equal to any of the great DeLorean polymaths. But one subject he returned to time and time again was the fundamental relationship between thoughts and matter. We may yet discover, he wrote in his notebooks, that under certain exceptional circumstances, the proletariat's embrace of historical materialism may be so fervent that their beliefs take form in the world of matter as a kind of revolutionary plasm.
Is that what they spoke about when they said, like, under revolutionary circumstances crops grow better? This physical manifestation of revolutionary thought? Question mark? What?
Possibly.
This is so weird. Hold on, can you put that in slightly more basic terms? Whoa, okay. Basic terms?
Certainly, in essence, Nielsen is arguing that thoughts don't just reside inside the brain, they radiate outward from it.
Oh.
According to this idea, the brain is an ideological transponder, constantly emitting waves of highly politicized energy, which Nielsen called plasm.
It's a metaphor, but like without like we know, you know, we share ideas via spoken word, via written word, via, you know, gestures, anything else like that, art, stuff that we physically like do. That why would this like help with like I don't know what the what infra means. Let me see. Because materialism. Hold on. Infra. Meaning. Yeah, prefix. That's what I meant. You were gonna say?
I was gonna look it up for you, but you're already doing it.
Infra, below, within, below in scale of or series. Below materialism? Okay, well now that doesn't really help me understand. Because I wanted to say that like introducing a thought like this, right, as like a fundamental part of your like perception of the world doesn't seem like it would help much with materialism, with understanding the actual state of things. Because like you can have that as a metaphor, but like introducing that as this is a concrete theory about how the real world works is like a bit strange. Okay.
Stay with us a moment longer. What's more, Nielsen speculated that this plasm, when it becomes powerful enough, might begin to influence the material reality surrounding it. Hence the name, infra-materialism.
Speculated that plasma, when it becomes powerful enough, might begin to influence the material reality surrounding it. So, okay, so this here, it means within.
Unfortunately, Nielsen passed away before he was able to develop these initial ideas into a full-fledged theory. That work was left to subsequent generations of communist theorists.
And I'm assuming there is massive disagreement over it.
Building on Nielsen's basic insight, these theorists reached a startling conclusion that a sufficiently revolutionary state might begin to exhibit certain extra-physical effects based on the amount of plasm generated by its citizens.
Sufficiently revolutionary state might begin to exhibit certain extra-physical effects based on the amount of oh my god, okay. Why like theorize about this though, like pulling this completely out of your ass when you're I don't. Isn't says so like in that Doctor Who finale, the one where they make Doctor into Space Jesus by believing in him real hard. Okay. I mean, I guess like believing something real hard into reality is like not like a pretty common thing in fiction. It's been done. Wait, so this isn't even Nielsen's theory, it's his followers? This doesn't make any sense, I'm completely lost. So these people are saying that if enough people just believe in communism, it will come true. Wait, so this isn't even Nielsen's theory, it's his followers?
Correct, though certain particulars of the theory are commonly attributed to Nielsen himself. The evidentiary basis of those attributions has always been a point of contention between inframaterialists and their critics.
This doesn't make any sense, I'm completely lost. So these people are... okay, 3?
The actual theory is highly technical, but for the purposes of this brief look, DM, that's a fine working definition of the concept. That's because this is absolute idiocy, not even worth engaging with.
Well, I mean, I guess theoretically you would want to know the intricacies of it to critique it proper, but I don't know if this is supposed to be the way you get into thinking, if like this line of thought, then it doesn't really impress much. If you're supposed to like hold on to this is a temporary understanding of things. If you're into it to watch more, you will actually get the actual what we actually mean. Which, I mean, yes, it's like not all thought that is complicated is like should be dismissed. I'm not saying that. It's just like here it seems like a temporary understanding of something so abstract, but you're supposed to believe it to be like the best path for the world to exist. I don't know.
No. There's something here. You can feel it.
Yeah, this is just turning communism into a mystical religion, complete opposite of what is to be done. Okay, cool. Alright, let's hear about this extra physical stuff. Let's just give it a few more pages. We have time.
Inframaterialists divide the extra physical effects of the revolutionary state by the level of plasm required to achieve them. At the lowest, or first level, revolutionary plasm is believed to stimulate or invigorate matter without altering its essential properties.
This is, okay, you know what this is reminding me of? This is when I was learning about like the basics of philosophy and history, and seeing just how many very important theories at their core were just the philosopher making stuff up about how the world works, not backing it up with anything, but making his students understand. And I say his because philosophers for a very long time, especially in ancient Greece, were just, all men. Whereas like you're supposed to believe this to be the fundamental truth about the world. This sounds like that business with the turnips. How exactly does the plasm stimulate matter?
To take one example, during the revolutionary period, many communard farmers in Grad reported extraordinary yields of certain root vegetables, most notably turnips. The difference in these yields was simply too great to be accounted for by mere climate or soil conditions. The only reasonable explanation, inframaterialists argue, is the high level of revolutionary plasm emanating from the commune itself.
What? And that Maurice guy disagreed with this? And you guys kicked him out because of... Well, he didn't kick him out, but... disowned him. Because of this? Oh my god.
Even today, in parts of the SRV, there are collective farms whose root vegetable yields exceed those thought possible by capitalist agronomists.
Yeah, but then you get the ancient Greek guy who's hypothesized the existence of atoms, so... yeah. It's, what I found most interesting about learning about those guys is just how many cool, like, magic systems or, like, how much you could get inspired for, fictional world building from them. Because, like, the theories about, like, the entire world is made out of air, the entire world is made out of water, and here's how that works. Pretty cool, interesting stuff, but, like, to actually believe that, oh yes, I have heard this and this makes total sense, I will now incorporate this into my entire, into my worldview.
Who's to say the farmers aren't just cooking the books? Sounds like obvious SRV propaganda.
What's SRV again?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's also been postulated that plasm may account for the remarkably full and manly facial hair observed on many communist
Oh my
males.
god. That should matter to you. Stroke your beard proudly. Stroke it, but modestly. Let's be modest.
Of course, inframaterialists argue that revolutionary plasm may stimulate human physiology in other ways as well. In fact, reports from the revolutionary period claim that the most radically devoted communards were able to engage in vigorous intercourse for up to 8 hours at a time.
What? What? Why is this? This has not. What?
8 hours? There's no way. Your equipment would be mashed to jelly.
Your equipment? Equipment? And endurance is saying this? Again, this is like, frickin', I don't know, join my course and your PP will grow twice as big or something like this.
No wonder the communards couldn't shoot straight. They were too shagged out.
What are we talking about here? Bro.
Hyperproductive vegetables and ultra-horny communards are fine. But this theory hasn't quite gotten strange enough for you.
Not strange enough, conceptualization says.
And on that note, you feel like you've gotten the general idea of inframaterialism, enough to carry on a basic conversation at least. But if you'd like to go even deeper into some of the more speculative aspects of the theory, you could always read further.
Oh my god.
Of course you want to go deeper. What else are you here for?
We have time. Time has stopped, effectively.
The book fits quite snugly into you. Flip forward a few pages until you come upon a chapter titled Mental Projection and Transference. When a community has achieved a sufficiently high degree of revolutionary fervor, inframaterialists believe that second-level effects may be observed.
Second level. I like how this is all about the plasm thing and still nothing about what exactly it means to be a revolutionary. Isn't surprised there is no reaction from electrochemistry to that kind of information? Yeah, actually. Oh, you know what else? You know Plato's cave, analog metaphor? I forget what people call it. But you know the cave thing, right? With the shadows on the walls? There's something interesting about that is obviously that gets used as, you know, a tool for, you know, explaining various different topics, just, you know, a cool thing to bring up as, hey, that's kind of similar to this. But the reason why it's shadows on the walls and people inside, it's related to his other larger theory about how the material world and all things in it are imperfect reflections of another world, the world of ideas, in which everything has its origin, and those origins of all the things that are imperfect reflections are like perfect and just like are rid of every single like all the blemishes that our world has. And to be a philosopher and to think and to like is to tap into that reality and see the ultimate truth of things, which is like not the framework from which people use the Plato cave thing at all usually, but in his own conception of the world that is like related to that, how there is this theoretical world out there, and yeah. It's strange, right? The perfect ideal form of the McDonald's shake? Yes, exactly. Every single thing has an equivalent that's perfect and not bad. And so it's like people use the cave metaphor, or I don't know what you call it again, sorry if I'm using the wrong word, as like a stand-in for not being told the entire truth about the entire world, or like having forcibly, like having your worldview limited and stuff like that, which again was what Plato was also using that for, but in context of the world of ideas concept. So it is Plato's cave. Yes, I keep referring to that. Yes. It is. It's just interesting how that part doesn't get mentioned much. Sorry, I definitely could have said that in a much cleaner way.
At this second level, certain hyper-revolutionary individuals may even develop the ability to extend their thoughts into material space, and vice versa.
Oh god. Hope aspect. Wait, does that mean communists can read minds?
According to informamaterialist theory, yes. Under suitably revolutionary conditions, that is.
Oh, frickin' the Vortessens.
Of course, one doesn't need to be a communist to be attuned to the thoughts of your brothers and sisters.
Esprit de Corps saying this. I guess, yeah, because we are sensing the thoughts of Kim, even though it's probably not actually that, and we're just, guessing.
It's become something of a folk legend that during their final meeting, Nielsen and Mazov didn't speak a single word, preferring to sit in silence with their chamomile tea, reading one another's thoughts.
That's like some high-level mythologizing. Oh my god. I really feel like you shouldn't be doing that. That's strangely beautiful. That's probably not what happened.
One of the minor tragedies of the late revolutionary period is that few reliable accounts survive. Much of what we know of the communards' activities during this period come from memoirs and second-hand accounts, some only written down decades after the fact, and of dubious authenticity.
So why do these effects only work for hyper-revolutionary communists?
Because plasm has never been directly observed, the exact mechanism behind these effects remains entirely speculative.
So we're trying to reach this theoretical being so hyper in tune with being a revolutionary that then the plasma is actually visible, and we haven't actually achieved it yet.
In other words, there's no evidence that any of this mind-reading stuff is real. Why are you getting hung up on mechanisms?
Because it's...
Open your mind's aperture just a little wider. You're so close to true understanding.
Wait, if there is no evidence plasma exists, how can the theory be true?
Most informamaterialists would argue that the inability of skeptics to detect plasm is simply evidence of their own insufficient revolutionary enthusiasm.
Insufficient enthusiasm.
There you have it, a perfectly unfalsifiable loop. The theory is impossible to disprove on its own grounds.
God. Yeah, that's very religion coded. That's very religion coded.
Meaning, it's hardly a theory at all. This should be more than enough for a stimulating discussion. That said, if you're still yearning for more, you must. Everyone knows books save their best parts for the end.
There's a lot. I feel like there is a lot of stories that I've been told that I kind of whimper near the end. I can think of one. Finish the book.
You breeze through the next several sections until you arrive at the final chapter, titled A Communism Above Reality.
Do we need to think about above reality if it's reality we're trying to make better?
When a society's revolutionary fervor reaches the third and highest level, informamaterialist theoreticians
third highest level? This sounds like Scientology.
Cease to be laws.
Cease to be laws. What do they become then? I guess maybe there is some like basis on this, considering what we know about the Pale, but like, That's like, the pale is like termination of like thought, meaning, stuff like that, logic. So like, why would something cease to be laws if we're thinking about it and being so super hyper aware? Why would that be the case?
More like suggestions, according to some of the SRV's leading inframaterialists.
What, do you then become like freaking superhuman or whatever because the laws of physics don't apply to you? That sounds not very leftist.
Of course, it's impossible to say what exactly happens under these conditions. No known society has ever achieved the levels of revolutionary enthusiasm the theory seems to require. Some inframaterialists have even argued that it might require more plasm than humanity alone may be capable of producing.
Wait, are there non-human sources of plasm?
In the SRV, there have been attempts to organize certain species of aquatic mammals, as well as a few of the higher corvids.
Oh my god. There is all of the monster souls in the underground only amount to a little over 1 human soul.
But as of this writing, only human beings have demonstrated the intellectual capacity for revolutionary communism.
Has anyone ever gotten close to reaching the 3rd level?
There are numerous stories from Samara involving bandits or fascist mercenaries being levitated by farmers from the most ideologically advanced communes. Of course, few of these incidents have ever been rigorously investigated or
this sounds
substantiated.
Like, again, like quote-unquote records of miracles.
Among known attempts to channel 3rd level capabilities, the most well-documented is the curious case of Coalition warship debutante.
Oh, stuff in chat. Cool. From what I remember, this Platonic idealism kind of really influenced Christianity and Judaism, with God being the perfect being. Interesting. I wouldn't have known about that. I don't really know about like the origins of that kind of stuff. Like I'm like not in the Bible itself, but like how that came together, you know, over time, in consciousness. So basically what this book is telling you that you should stop trying to build communism and start believing that the revolution will come soon. Now that's some real that is thought. Mizzleploy, you get 50 void energy and you get the alien blaster. How many game coins does that cost? Just a very exotic, fully automated luxury. Is that a reference to something? I feel like I've heard that before. I've got to know what that's about.
It concerns an interesting series of events that took place during the invasion of Revachol. As coalition forces made landfall, a cadre of Nielsen's most fervent acolytes attempted to compress a coalition-era static with their collective will. According to communard law, these acolytes positioned themselves at the top of a redoubt just over the bay of Revachol. From that vantage, they proceeded to visualize pinching coalition warship debutante between their fingers, a gesture believed to assist in the extra-physical materialization of their thoughts.
Sure. Fully automated luxury gay space communism. Alright, now I feel like I've heard that even more. Cap, do you recognize that? What is that from?
Huh? Oh. Which one?
Quote in chat. Latest one.
Oh, that's from that's referencing a Tumblr post about
Of course it's Tumblr
Trek.
post. Okay. See, I was wondering if it was Star Trek, but I didn't think that the actual like show or whatever piece of media it would be from the franchise would actually have those words. So the fact that it's a Tumblr post about Star Trek makes a lot of sense. I think it's like a joke about utopian communism in general, and sorry for forgetting about the K. You can exchange 4 game coins with the gnome for 5 to 10 to the power of 10 to the power of 10 void energy. Okay, very interesting. Thank you, Mizzleploy. Why didn't they just get some high-powered merc gear? Tap your armor.
The communards were notoriously under-equipped against the much better-funded coalition.
Yeah, why didn't they just buy a house?
Armor would have altered the outcome.
Okay.
The acolytes, along with the redoubt, were vaporized in an artillery strike before the process could be completed. It's been said, though, that in the weeks following the battle, the captain of the debutante noted an increase in incidents of crewmen striking their heads on unexpectedly low bulkheads. Of course, colorful anecdotes only scratch the surface of what inframaterialists believe may be possible in a truly third-level society.
What would a third-level society even look like? Conclude.
Some have
Finally.
theorized that such a society would be fundamentally unrecognizable, lacking many of the institutions we typically take for granted in advanced societies, including organized governments, financial institutions, and law enforcement. Did that book just say there's no place for you in this future?
Oh my god, Half-Light.
Others have argued that people living under
lost
third-level
a point of
conditions
morale for
will
that.
be immune to such infirmities as hunger, disease, and mental illness.
Harry reads All Cops Are Bastards, takes mental damage. Others have argued that people living under third-level conditions will be immune to such infirmities as hunger, disease, and mental illness. Haha, that's very scientific.
In some of his later writings, Nielsen himself speculated about the potential for an extra-physical
Is there a
architecture
thing in chat?
that disregards the laws of bourgeois physics and instead relies on the revolutionary faith of the people for structural integrity.
Buy the houses from who, Ben? Aquaman? Beautiful reference. That's awesome. Thank you. That I appreciate that reference a lot. Meaning the buildings stay up because people believe they'll stay up? That seems like a bad theory to design buildings based on. I don't say do.
Nielsen called it the highest expression of communist principles, a society whose literal foundation is the faith of its people. On the following page, you come across a few black and white reproductions from Nielsen's own notebooks. One sketch depicts a government ministry shaped like a great inverted pyramid. A hectare in width at the top, balanced atop foundations the size of common apartments. Another depicts a leaning tower wrapped in a dramatic helix. The caption beneath it reads, "The Tower of History."
Okay.
Something about that tower looks awfully familiar. Could it be that's what the students were trying to recreate with the matchboxes?
What if the people stop believing in it and the buildings collapse? Wait, were they trying to keep it up with their minds so that it wouldn't... Is that what they were doing? This might be a little too much even for me. Plausible or not, there's something beautiful about this idea. Is there any more? People stop believing and the buildings collapse?
In the corner of one of the reproduced notebook pages, you can make out the following words, written in Nielsen's distinctive slashing script. A state that has lost the faith of its people has forfeited the right to exist.
This might be too much even for me.
That's all right, because you've reached the end of the book. If you'd like to try something different, may we recommend a brief look at Gradian literature?
Put the book away. Wow. We got educated. Return to the group for discussion. This is actually kind of true. Yeah, okay. Sure. Okay, sleepy time.
Yeah, I think sleepy time for you
The bed
as
is
well.
comforting,
Yeah.
if a bit run down.
I'll
Still,
get through the
you've
dream
earned the
and
rest.
I'll get through the dream and we'll continue next week. Which will start with talking to Joyce and going to supposedly where Ruby is hiding. Hopefully I remember that.
Which, I mean, you're already in the fishing village.
We
so you
are,
can
we
ask
are
her.
already in location, that's right.
The bed is... The place feels almost like home now. Quiet and dignified around
Aw.
you. A new life by the seaside. You're incredibly tired. The darkness and warmth come fast. You're falling asleep.
That's what the dark and warmth are for.
It's easier this time. Drifting off Your head has found a comfortable indent in the pillow. Your legs and your torso feel like lead weights sinking to the bottom of the sea until they're suddenly light.
This respite, you've earned it, brother. Bask in the darkness. Let it swallow you up and swivel you around while you forget everything you've managed to remember.
But I've been bad, I haven't earned this. Is this the last stream? Uh-oh, I don't want to ask that. Well, maybe.
No, this is the one before that. We'll just keep cycling it for you if you don't mind. As long as we can. Spin it like black yarn.
Oh man, you can tell that we're reaching the end in that case.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Thank you, Darkness. Thank you.
You're welcome, Harry boy. You earned it.
Fall into a deep, uninterrupted sleep.
After centuries of darkness, the alarm rings. But what's this? You actually feel rested.
Wow.
There's no time to cuddle with your pillow, however, or as much as shiver from the cold. The world awaits.
Continue.
Go.
Thanks, Volition. Go. I need Volition to tell me go when I wake up. Aight. There we are. Going to sleep on my sword. Impossible. Okay. That is quite nice. Alright. This is where we say goodbye for this week. Thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you everybody for sticking around. If you're still here, like the stream. Don't forget. That'd be nice of you to do. Don't have to, but like, you know, yeah, would be cool. I have a question. I don't know.
What are your thoughts on inframaterialism?
Sure, there we go. That's a question.
Do you believe the communist plasm will
save us all?
Save us all? Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Goodbye, everybody. See you. Have a good